Oh, today's episode, one day after another, every day, just about every day, working out on top of this bodybuilding thing. And it's the only way to really achieve goals. The only way to get to where, unless you want to stay the same, if you have an ultimate goal of achieving greatness in bodybuilding, you have to be very committed. So, before getting into this training session, explaining the ins and outs, giving some insights, please hit that subscribe button, share, post notifications, and all that stuff. So, today, another chest session. So, what was so big? What's the big deal about today? Well, we progressed. Every single session is a link in the chain of progression. You can't get to point A to point B from point A unless you walk on that road. And on that road, there's many metrics. There's like all kinds of milestones. There's almost an infinite grade of progressions and grades. So today, as always, starting off with a 10-minute warm-up on the bicycle, which I always get impatient to finish. God, I want 10 minutes. Come on, let's get into the workout. It serves its purpose for priming, getting the respiration in, the breathing in sync and everything. And then today was abdominals. We're on a bulk, and when you're on a bulk, it's very important to keep your midsection in check. You don't want to get it out of control. Along with the diet, you're not going to eat everything and anything, all kinds of junk food, refined, pastries and high-fat, palatable foods and all that. No, it's just higher calories, a lot more carbs, and just trying to gain weight the clean way. So, after the abs, we did calves. Cannot do without the calf muscles. Got to work those babies, man. Got to get those calves into bowls. Make them grow. And you make them grow, and they will grow, if you're consistent. If you do them like every other week, you get into it and train for a month and then stop. That's not going to work. You got to stay on this thing almost like permanently. Like permanently, every single workout that you have assigned for that calf, for those calf muscles, you come and work those calf muscles. You don't neglect them. You squeeze them. You use the right amount of weight. Don't go too light. Don't go extremely heavy. Maintain a contraction on the top. Try to squeeze the thing. Get some speed into it. Doing slow reps can be a comfort zone. Try doing some fast reps and see how hard it is. And then you'll go slow at the end because you can't go fast. And then you'll keep the time under tension because you're doing extra reps on your set. And that's the true time under tension. It's not like going slow from the beginning. This slow training, not for me, guys. So after that, went straight to the bench press. Bench press, obsessed with getting back our strength that we had before the pec tear. And today was an achievement. With the 225s, got 6 reps. Last week it was 5. So instead of doing another set, decided to go up in weight and do 245. Last week I did only 1 rep. Today it was 2. I know I could have gotten 3, and with the 225s, I know I could have gotten 7 or 8 reps, but I'm holding back. Why do you hold back? Why? If you go deeper in the set, you're going to build muscle. That may be true. But the idea now is to gain strength, build up the power, build up the strength, build up the size with food, and to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's working. It's working. Every single session, I go twice a week, I've been progressing. It's going up. The thing is actually working. God, man, who would have thought? So from there, went and did arm training. Arms. There's so many ways to go about this, but I see, like today I was observing the guys in the gym that I've seen, the last 2-3 years doing the exact same weight that they always do. It's a comfort zone. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. It might be uncomfortable, might be too challenging. You don't want to do that. But then again, you're not going to grow. So today I grabbed the Z-bar with the 45-pound plate on each side, and I didn't, I wasn't going to curl it like super strict. I was going to attack the bar. Okay, it's a different mindset. You get your mindset for strength and power, and you attack the bar. And let me tell you, guys that talk about momentum and cheating, it's such bullshit. When you're training with these heavy weights, my biceps, the peak of the bicep was cramping up. Now, was it working? Of course it's working. It's a heavy weight. Try lifting that shit. It's heavy. It's hard. So, doing it so strict, it'll take away from your capacity to pump the heavy weight. Next time I want to go heavier. So if you're really obsessed with form and strictness, well, stick with the lower weights and don't progress. Stay there forever. Just hang there forever and ever. But man, if you want to progress, you got to lift heavy. If you're going to lift heavy, sometimes you can lift ugly. Now, I was looking at the video and it's not ugly. It's like the way you lift heavy weight, right? From there, also busted out of our comfort zone on the triceps cable. Now, on this triceps cable extension, extremely effective move for targeting the long head of the tricep. I feel it like on the meat of the back of the arm, but I've been stuck in a comfort zone between 40 and 60 pounds on the pin load. Gives me a great pump. Do 20, 25 reps, go down to 15, go down to 12, from 40, 50, and 60. One day I tried 70, and I just couldn't do it. It was challenging. So today I said, you've got to break out of this. You're not going to get strong by doing the same thing over and over and over again. So today we ranged it out with 70 pounds. Did 4 reps, okay. That's doable. Popped it up to 90. Can still do more. Got it up to 100, and I said, well, for today, so I don't get extreme DOMs, like delayed onset of muscle soreness in the next few days, I'm going to leave it at 100, and I'm going to work my set. So I grabbed the hundreds and worked those buggers for a few reps. I think it was like 5, 6, 7, I don't know. I did them until my arm couldn't move anymore, whatever reps they might have been. And I couldn't move 70 the other day, and today I'm working with 100. So what does that mean? Make lightweight heavy? You want to make heavy weights light. You want to be able to have real capacity for force and power to lift heavy objects. And you don't do that by training time under tension. As effective as that may be on certain circumstances, that's not the way to get strong, guys. It's not the way to get big. It's a finisher. It's a thing that you do once you have your strength, once you have your size. Once you can't do anything else, or you're nursing an injury, you're trying to work around something, you use time under tension from the beginning. Time under tension, technically speaking, is the time that an extended set causes. So, there is a thing about bar speed. If you train slow, you're leaving a lot on the table because you're not producing the maximal amount of force. That's just the physics. Distance times weight times time equals force. You can't lie. Math does not lie. The numbers will not lie. You move the weight at a faster pace across that distance, you're going to produce more force. You're going to argue with me? It's a useless thing. It's physics, guys. You try to move heavy weight fast, pump that heavy weight fast, the muscle is going to explode. And then when it won't move that fast, you try to do extra reps, and that's the time under tension. Because physically you can't move it fast because you're spent. But you try to go extra. That's more time. It's more time under tension. Got it? Okay, great. Now, from there we went and finished with the dumbbell biceps curl standing. This is a staple. This is old school. And why? Because it works. So we're not going to range it out with pyramids. We're already warmed up. We're already, at our peak, at maximum output. We're at the end of our workout. Go straight for the 50s. And these, to be honest, I tried to do them as strict as possible. Didn't want to swing them up. I wanted to curl them pretty. I wanted to get the contraction on the peak. I wanted to put my pinky up. And I think I got 5 reps. I did 2 sets for 5 reps on each side. And it was an effort. It was an effort with those freaking 50-pounders. So I want to get good at those 50s so I can go up to 60s. And hopefully 70s and 80s. That's what I want to do. I want to see the 4 discs on each side, those big dumbbells, curling big heavy weight. Because that's how you get those big, massive arms. You're not going to get them by pumping 25s, which is a load of bullshit. It's just, and even if you did build like big muscles with 25-pounders, you're not going to be able to lift the 80. So what the hell? It's weak? That'd be weird. Like having a big muscular body and not being able to lift heavy weight. That's kind of strange to me. It's a strange world we live in. It's kind of backwards. It's so showy. It's all illusion. Everybody loves to live these lies, man. It's like, no. Sorry, am I speaking out of place? I'm sorry. You know, this is just my mind. It's my opinion. I know a lot of people think the way I think and don't express it because they don't want to get pushback. I could give a flying fuck if I get pushback for my views because I happen to believe they're true. They're working for me. I respect everybody who has made a decision, a conscious, willing decision to stay at a certain level. But to promote a certain way of training as the way for maximum muscle, and that's just not so. Everybody points to Ronnie Coleman. Look, Ronnie Coleman, he trained heavy, now he's in a wheelchair. Oh man, you haven't listened, you don't understand his story. He was injured before he started lifting heavy weights. He suffered a neck injury in high school. Go listen to his testimony. You don't want to hear that? You just want to hear the media bias? Don't lift heavy weights because you'll end up like Ronnie Coleman. Fake, false, untrue. In spite of his injury, in spite of his high school injury, the man lifted for several decades, doing front squats with 6 plates, bench presses almost every single workout with 200-pound dumbbells, 500-pound bench presses, and couldn't get heavier than that, 500-pound back rows, pumping, on the squat with 6, 7, 8 plates. And that's what he did during his whole career, and he was fine when he, at the end, that neck injury from high school started to come in and started to bother him. Had it been was it aggravated by the heavy weights? Probably, but it wasn't caused by the heavy weights. It was caused by a pre-existing condition that he had. So, it's just, how do you get that big? Maybe not everybody wants to get, but that's a lie because everybody who's into bodybuilding wants to get huge, man, or else you're lying to yourself. Isn't that the truth? Boy, I don't want to get so big. Then why are you bodybuilding? Why don't you take up another sport? Maybe you like CrossFit. Maybe you like just working out with weights. That's fine. I'm not critiquing that. That's perfect. But for those who want to be bodybuilders, for those who want to get large, there's a certain way of, you have to train with heavy weights. That's all I can say. It has to be progressive. It has to be aggressive. And it has to be more than last time. Over time, like not, maybe not every single workout you're going to progress. There are, you backslide sometimes, but on a general tack, it should be heading up. Stronger than last time. Anyway, so with the diet, continuing the bulk, maintaining around 4,000 calories. There's been a bit of a pullback this week. I wasn't able to eat as much protein in the last few days. We'll get back to it, but that's fine. It's like, it seems like it goes up, then it like pulls back. I pulled back like 2 pounds. Like in the last 3 days, I dropped 2 pounds, and it's like there. And I've been pushing the carbs and everything. And so hopefully by this week, I'll get myself stabilized again and push it up forward. Also, the appetite starts to go. And I don't believe in force feeding. Like, I'm sure it works. I've done it in the past. It's detestable. I don't think it's necessary. For optimum gain, I think what's necessary is optimum appetite. You should be able to, pound down, hold on a second. Like, eat something like this filled with food if you're hungry. If you're starving and ravenous and you're a big guy, you should be able to pound down like 3-4 pounds of food with an appetite. And you want dessert. But to do that, like force feed yourself, gag me with a spoon. It's like, I don't think the body's going to absorb that shit. You're going to get sick. It's anti-natural. I don't know. It doesn't seem right for me. I'd rather take a slower pace and just build up the appetite and be able to eat all that amount of food, but like when you're like you can really use it, right? And I feel it. I feel the difference when you're hungry, when you're starving and you eat a lot of food. It seems like, it just goes straight into the muscles, right? Whereas when you're packing, you're trying to do the force feeding stuff, who am I to say? I'll probably force feed myself one of these days. I don't know. To each, everybody has their ways. Anyways, I wanted to get that stuff off my chest today. It was an incredible session. I am euphoric with the 245. I thought I'd never bench press again after I tore my pec, and now I'm back up to 245, 2 reps. I'll do 3. I'll get it up to 5, and then we'll push up to 275 very soon. And so it's just exciting to see the progress. It's fun for me, and I'm glad you guys are joining me on the journey. I hope everybody is triggered and pissed and thinking about, some nasty comment. No, I'm not I'm just joking. I'm sure some people are triggered, but a lot of people would agree with me. A lot of people understand the truth. Now, if you love the truth, if there's something that's, important for you, then you will find the best way of doing things. And you will realize that in bodybuilding, you cannot do without heavy weights. God bless everybody. I love y'all.